This 12-second long video clip recorded on August 22, 2022 looks like a normal couple blog, but in reality this video is a living proof of how a person can pretend to love and be close to you even when he is with you, which you may never even get a hint of. Sharon and Grishma seen in this video clip have come to the Old Marthanda Bridge in Ernakulam, Kerala, and the reason for coming here is the juice challenge which Grishma has come to play with Sharon. As soon as he reaches there, Sharon starts recording this video with his mobile phone and asks Grishma what this challenge is. Holding 2 mango-flavored juice bottles in her hands, Grishma smilingly asks Sharon to stop recording. Sharon still asks her, "What are you going to do in this?" Grishma replies laughingly, "It is a juice challenge which I want to play, but first stop recording this video." Unfortunately, the recording stops, but what started was a series of conspiracies which strangled love, faith and dreams openly, and it became such a story that even the Code's Justice TAC declared it the rarest of the rare cases. This video recording is proof of that conspiracy which will make the ground slip from under your feet. In the vibrant city of Tiruvananthapuram, Kerala, a chance encounter on a bus on October 2, 2021, sparked what seemed like a classic love story. Sharon Raj, a 23-year-old final-year BSc radiology student at Medical Mission Christian College, locked eyes with Grishma, a 22-year-old postgraduate student of English literature at Muslim Arts College in Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. For Sharon, it was love at first sight. As fate would have it, he found himself seated next to her, and their conversation flowed effortlessly. What began as a fleeting moment blossomed into a deep connection, with the two spending increasing time together, exploring their shared dreams and affections. Grishma became his world, the center of his hopes for a future together. They roamed the scenic spots of Kerala and Tamil Nadu, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. But beneath the surface, a darker reality was brewing, one that would unravel with devastating consequences. By February 2022, just 4 months into their relationship, cracks began to appear. Unbeknownst to Sharon, Grishma's family had arranged her engagement to another man, a soldier from Nagar Koyal with a stable career in the army. Grishma, it seemed, was content with this match, viewing her relationship with Sharon as a temporary affair, a dalliance to be discarded when a better option solidified. On March 4, 2022, she became engaged to the soldier, with a wedding planned for the following year. When Sharon heard about the engagement, he was heartbroken and distanced himself from Grishma. But Grishma, unwilling to let him go entirely, rekindled their connection with promises of love and devotion. She assured Sharon that she would marry only him, even vowing to run away with him in November 2022. Sharon, trusting her words, fell back into her orbit, unaware that her promises were a facade. As the months passed, Grishma's intentions grew sinister. With her wedding date approaching, she sought to sever ties with Sharon permanently. Knowing he was deeply committed, she concocted a plan to scare him away, claiming a Jatak Dosh, in her horoscope, predicted the death of her first husband. But Sharon, dismissing such superstitions, refused to back down. Instead, he doubled down on his commitment, taking Grishma to Vedikat Church in Kerala, where they exchanged vows in a private ceremony. For Sharon, this act cemented their bond. For Grishma, it was a complication she needed to eliminate. By August 2022, Grishma's deception deepened. She played the role of a devoted wife, wearing sindoor and a Mangal Sutra when with Sharon, even checking into hotels like through Para Apu's Golden Castle in Kanyakumari on August 13 and 18, 2022, where they were intimate. Sharon believed they were building a life together, but Grishma was plotting his demise. On August 22, 2022, Grishma went to Sharon to the Old Marthanda Bridge in Ernakulam, Kerala, under the pretense of a playful juice challenge. Sharon, ever the doting partner, began recording the moment on his phone, capturing Grishma holding 2 mango-flavored juice bottles. She asked him to stop filming, her smile masking unease. Unseen by Sharon, one bottle contained a lethal dose of 50 paracetamol tablets, its cap already tampered with. When Sharon took a sip, the bitter taste made him spit it out. Grishma, flustered, discarded both bottles, claiming the juice had gone bad. Her first attempt to poison him had failed, but her resolve remained unshaken. Determined to succeed, Grishma devised a deadlier plan. On October 13, 2022, she contacted Sharon via WhatsApp, engaging him in flirtatious conversation and promising intimacy if he visited her the next day, when her mother and uncle would be out. On October 14, 2022, at 10:15 a.m., Sharon arrived at Grishma's home in Kanyakumari on his bike, accompanied by his friend Rijan, who waited outside. Grishma welcomed Sharon inside, engaging him in casual conversation before presenting a challenge to drink kashaya, an Ayurvedic concoction she claimed to consume for health reasons. Sharon, teased by Grishma for mocking her habit, accepted the challenge, unaware that the kashaya was laced with a corrosive herbicide, likely sourced from her uncle's agricultural supplies, and a medicine intended for her mother's knee treatment. The poison took effect swiftly. After drinking the kashaya, Sharon vomited in Grishma's bathroom and staggered outside, retching on the roadside. Rijan, alarmed, rushed him home, stopping multiple times as Sharon's condition worsened. Grishma, maintaining her charade, texted Sharon, feigning concern and suggesting his vomiting was normal, even claiming she had experienced similar symptoms. She urged him to focus on the juice he drank afterward, deflecting suspicion from the kashaya. Over the next 3 days, Sharon's health deteriorated. He was admitted to a hospital in Pasla, then transferred to Medical College Hospital, where he endured relentless vomiting and excruciating pain, unable to swallow even water. On October 17, 2022, his condition critical, Sharon was moved to the ICU for dialysis. His brother, Shimano, contacted Rijan, piecing together the events at Grishma's house. The police were alerted, and on October 20, 2022, Sharon gave a fragmented statement to a judicial first-class magistrate, mentioning the kashaya and fruity drink but refusing to name Grishma as culpable. This statement, his dying declaration, would later complicate the case. On October 22, 2022, Sharon confided in his father from his ICU bed, admitting his physical relationship with Grishma and expressing fear that he would not survive. 3 days later, on October 25, 2022, at 5:55 p.m., Sharon succumbed to multiple organ failure and cardiac arrest, his body ravaged by the poison over 11 agonizing days. The investigation began swiftly. On October 26, 2022, Shimano filed a complaint, leading to an FIR and a postmortem of Sharon's body. The police faced a daunting task. With no eyewitnesses, they relied on circumstantial evidence. Grishma was called for questioning on October 31, 2022, where she spun a false tale, claiming Sharon had accidentally consumed her mother's medicine after a heated argument over her engagement. To bolster her act, she staged a suicide attempt by pretending to drink toilet cleaner at the station, only to be discharged unharmed. But the evidence mounted against her. Recovered WhatsApp messages, call logs, and Grishma's internet search history, revealing queries about poisons and herbicides, exposed her premeditation. The postmortem confirmed a corrosive poison, likely herbicide, had caused catastrophic damage to Sharon's organs. Police traced the herbicide to a 500 milliliters bottle of herbicide, an illegal substance smuggled from Tamil Nadu, linked to Grishma's uncle, Nirmala Kumaran Nair, an agriculturalist. On October 28, 2022, Grishma had discarded the bottle's label and disposed of it in a rubber plantation, where her uncle later hid it among pineapple plants in Ida Kodu village. Both were recovered, and her uncle confessed to tampering with evidence. Grishma, her mother, and her uncle were arrested. While her mother was accused of complicity in the Jatak Dash ruse, only Grishma and her uncle faced sustained charges. The trial, held at the Nit in Kara Additional Sessions Court in Kerala, was a battle of circumstantial evidence, 95 witness statements, 323 documents, and 51 material exhibits. Grishma's defense claimed Sharon had blackmailed her with private photos and argued his dying declaration omitted her name, but the prosecution's case was ironclad. Grishma's motive was clear: to eliminate Sharon, ensuring her past with him remained buried as she moved toward her arranged marriage. On January 20, 2025, the court delivered its verdict, deeming the murder rarest of the rare. Grishma was sentenced to death under Section 302 of the Indian Penal Code for her calculated betrayal, having attempted to kill Sharon 10 times in his final 2 months. Her uncle received 3 years for destroying evidence, while her mother was acquitted. The judgment highlighted Grishma's chilling manipulation, maintaining intimacy with Sharon while plotting his death, even feigning remorse as he lay dying. As the case closed, revelations of Grishma's for prior affairs underscored her pattern of deceit. While Sharon's family found solace in the verdict, debates swirled about whether Grishma would appeal to the Supreme Court to evade her sentence. The tragedy of Sharon and Grishma serves as a stark reminder. Love, when laced with deception, can turn lethal, eroding the trust that binds us.